Alright, this video is going to be about killing some monsters, rallying some monsters, and what I use my gathering speed for. People watch my channel, my fans, they know I got a shit ton of gathering speed. Every piece of officer equipment you can have gathering speed on. I have gathering speed. I got like an hour 7 minutes on a T16 stone tile. So this is what I do. Right now I got, this is how I use it. Like, do I just gather all the time? Is that all I do? No. That's not all I do. I have 2 marches that can kill all the 600. They can both kill a B18 with no wounded. They can both kill a B18. Both those marches. So what I do is I use those 2 marches, and I only kill high-powered monsters, like while I'm on the game playing. Now I can set 2 marches on high-powered monsters, like within, I don't know, 10 or 15 seconds of each other. Like if you're setting 6 rallies and you're playing all day setting 6 rallies, by the time you set the 6th rally, it's like 2 minutes apart or so from the first rally, and you basically end up having to do something like almost every 30 seconds for like hours on end. So it's actually kind of nice. I just use my 2 high-powered marks. Like in practice, this is how I use my gathering speed. Like I just use 2 high-powered marches to kill, you know, level 4 serbs. It's level 6 golems right now, which like aren't that great. Jormungandr, I do a 3rd march on the Jormungandrs once one of the gatherers comes back. I'll clear those out of my bookmarks. Golems just that great. Kind of one of the first. Them and lava turtles are real bad, but yeah, that's what I do, and that enables me to. I only have to do something like once every 5 minutes. I set 2 marches once every 5 minutes, and I can spend the rest of the time fucking off watching YouTube, refining gear. If I'm refining any gear, I can use march speed ups on these 2 marches easily. Instead of, it's hard to keep track of 6 marches for hours on end. Like, it's a pain in the ass. Now I'm just gonna wait, since these marches are a little bit away from each other. I'm gonna wait until this one's on returning and coming back, and then I'll set the 2 marches. I'll start setting the first one once this one starts returning, and I can use some march speed ups on it. But I can clear, you know, doing this, I can have in my search, I can clear a whole list of all the high-powered monsters, right? It takes a while to clear everything from rallying with just 2 marches, but I'll clear everything faster than if I was doing faster than they spawn. I'll clear everything faster than they respawn. So, you know, obviously port hitting is the best way to kill everything, right? But the spawn rate on all these monsters, other than pans spawn incredibly fast. It's, even with 2 marches, it's hard to keep up with the rate of how fast, like, because you want to kill all the level 4 to 6 pans, right? All the tactics scroll bosses. It's hard to keep up with their spawn rate with 2 marches. They spawn real goddamn quick. But with everything else, when I get on for the day, all my monsters I want to kill, there's like 30 of them or something. It'll take me several hours to clear the list. But I'll eventually clear the list, which benefits my whole team. And while those hours are going by, I'll also be gathering, you know, not incredibly fast. Like I'm gonna make another gathering video once I get below an hour. But to get below an hour, from 1 hour and 7 minutes, I need something like 6 more pieces, like new duty officer equipment that comes out that can have stone gathering speed. I need like 6 more pieces. Each have like 35 to 40% on them in order to drop from an hour 7 minutes to under an hour. I need like 6 more pieces. So that's, you know, that's 240%. I need like 230% or so more gathering speed to drop below. Let's see what one of these T16. I think these are all 15 that I'm on. Oh, I think this one's 16. That one's 16. So here I'm at 8.759, right? Because it's plus both of these. 8.759. So 200% more, or yeah, 200% more would put me at 9.759, right? And then I need another like close to 50% on top of that. Yeah, I need like 250, because at 10 million you would be exactly an hour, right? Yeah, I need like 6 more pieces of duty officer equipment, which they roll out a new piece of duty officer equipment. They only rolled out 2 of them in a row, back to back, one time. Every other time it's been an event between, like one event has it, the next event has the regular old duty officer equipment. So once a month. So it's going to be like 6 months from now before I can get below an hour. But like below an hour on T16, that's fast. Like that's really fast. I mean, you figure if I'm just running the 4 of these, and I get a bunch of Koreas, right? I traded some subsidies around, and now I have like 6 Koreas. So if I go to like my T15 tile, I'm taking in 25 million stone on a T15 tile. 25.5 million. So yeah, 25.5 million in an hour. If I'm doing all T15s, I'm taking in 100 million stone, because my T15 timer is just barely below an hour. My T15 timer is just barely below an hour. I don't know if I can find a T16. I don't think I've done a T16 recently. I did that one, but I had to. I wanted to get an extra march for Dormont Gander. Okay, so T16 is over 30. 30.3 million for a T16. So that will be four T16s in an hour, 120 million stone. Meanwhile, I'm killing all the high-powered boss monsters, and I only have to look at my screen. Like, you know, maybe for a solid minute out of 5 minutes. You know, because I like to speed up the marches. I'm only using 2 marches. I like to as soon as they start the march, I like to use 1 march speed up. I mean, I got 52,000. I might as well save myself a half a minute here. So I like to hit that as soon as it starts marching, and as soon as it starts returning. I like using like at least 1 march speed up. So in practice, that's how I use all my gathering speed that I have. I've been doing it this way for months. I'll use 2 there. If it's over 40 seconds, I use another one. But yeah, people might have been wondering that watch my channel, like, guys, all this gathering speed is all he does is gather stone. Like, he's got this crazy amount of gathering speed. There's a lot of those duty officer pieces of equipment that I could have close to another 20% each streak attack, or close to another 20% ground troop hit points or something, right? Like, there's a lot of buffs. There's a significant amount of buffs that I'm missing because I have the gathering speed rolled onto everything. So like why would I keep doing that as more diminishing returns, right? The lower the timer is, the less time you're actually saving. The lower the timer is on your gathering speed, the less it's actually reducing when you gain more gathering speed, right? Because initially when you have no gathering speed, you put on 40%, it reduces your timer by like 20 minutes. Now where I'm at, I put on 40%, it reduces my timer by less than a minute. Well, it's about a minute, something like that. Yeah, it would have to be about a minute. I guess a little bit more than a minute, because let me erase the ones I know I've done. And I did that one, and I think I did 787. Yeah, that's what I'm on. Because if you're at let's think about it this way. If I'm at a minute 7 or an hour 7 minutes, that's 67 minutes. So if I reduce that by 7 minutes, I'm reducing the total time by more than 10%. Like if we go to my gathering resources, I have let's see, stone gathering 1100%. So more than 10% of that is 100 and let's say 20% more gathering speed, but that doesn't include what's on the Jindaeox and the Jindaeox statistics and the Jindaeox skill books and weapon and all the gathering speed. Like I don't know what it's like, over 500% on them, on one of them Jindaeox. All my Jindaeox are pretty much the same. So let's go to one of the Jindaeox. Go to cultivate. I just want to see what the percentage is for gathering speed here. So 261% there. Okay, that's 45 because I have going on one of these. Yeah. So 261 plus 45. That's 306. Then there's 50 here, 356, and then another. Let's call it like 44. So that's 400%. 400%, and then oh yeah, she has 15% gathering speed there, and then another 10%. So that's 425, and then there's a 10% bonus, right? 435. Another. I could re-roll that 7.7%, but another, let's say, 35%, and another 30-something%. So yeah, it's close to like what's that? Where was I at? 600% something. So 600% plus 1100%, it's like 1700% gathering speed. I don't know what else. But let's see if there's a T16 stone tile. Okay, the T16 stone tile. So to gain more than 10% of 1700 something percent, that's only like 180, 190%. So there must be some percentages I'm not thinking of, because here if you look at this, that's 8.72, right? And the amount that your stone gathering percentage gain multiplies this number. So 8.72. So I'd have to gain at least 200% stone gathering speed just to take the total. Or wait, 200% stone gathering speed would turn this number into 9.274. So I'd gain 1,000,000% basically, right? but then I would need another like 50%, 40% or something. Anyways, I need like 240, 230%. So yeah, 6 duty officer pieces of equipment that can each roll perfectly 40%. That would be 240%. So I might need seven. I might need I might need 7 pieces of duty officer equipment. I usually use the pyramid. We're reforming and restructuring and moving everyone around in our hive right now. So I'm not the small pyramid because we're restructuring to where all of our bigs are around the middle, and then everyone else is as close as possible to the middle, with putting our guys that are on our battlefields team and have the rally monthly card closest to the banner. And then if you have the battlefields, if you're a battlefields participant or you have the rally monthly card, you should be up against anyone in here, because we got an expanded hive. You know, the thing that's super nice about the Tier 4 castle is that it also expands your hive. So now we got plenty of room. And then we're gonna have the alt outside of everyone else. Because before we got this Tier 4 castle, we moved. All of our bigs were on the corners. We're on the corners of the hive. Now they're on the corners of the banner. So we only have 4 guys that have multiple large castles. Actually, I don't think we have a single other person that even has a single large castle. So now our 4 guys, it kind of looks like there's a space here, but there isn't. These two are it's kind of deceptive. Like there's so much green space right there, right? There's going to be a space, but these corners are actually touching each other. Same thing with the right side. It looks like there's a space here. I mean, there's like almost room for a whole keep in between there, but they are, well, you can't see the green corner when I'm clicking there. These 2 corners, this left corner and the banner's right corner are indeed touching each other. So once everyone moves around, we're waiting for 2 more people to fill up these 2 slots. And then we have a hive management duty officer that's sending all these messages and telling people to move and where specifically to go. Someone just volunteered for that position very recently. Looks like I don't have any more. I'm making this video instead of bookmarking monsters, and I'm gonna run out of monsters. But Jormungandrs, I'll do Jormungandrs all day. I still don't have the fame. I gotta do something like 100 more of them or something. Let's see. I'm getting pretty close. I've been going hard on Jormungandrs. I've been going hard on Jormungandrs for a while. So I think it's under Smite. Yeah. Let's see. I must be getting close. I'm within like 70 or 80 probably. The last time I looked at it, I had 800 something. Oh no, I need 124 more. So not a lot of Jormungandrs spawn during the day. Doesn't seem like there's many. Maybe 15 spawn a day or something. So it's taking a while to get that. But I want the fame points at 3218. I want to get the final reward for the 3500. So I just need every single possible. 14 is a reasonable amount. I need to complete every fame I possibly can. It's golems right now, and I'm not killing any level 5 golems. Same thing with warlords. Although warlords are way better than golems. Warlords are like one of the best 12-day event monsters. Other than the special monsters that they only have during certain times of the year. Warlords and witches are good. But I just go hard on the level 6s. So for anyone wondering, like in practice, that's how I play throughout the day. It's much more relaxing than running 6 rallies. Yes, I'm always gathering stone on floor, and then I set 2 2 rallies on 2 high-powered monsters. If there's no monsters up that I want to kill, I just start doing level 4 Cerberus because there's always a shit ton of level 4 Cerberus. Um, yeah. So if you're wondering what I actually use the stone gathering speed for in practice, that's how I play. All right, thanks guys.